Hey, it was good gang. It was good grade 5-9 fam, TikTok fam, YouTube fam. I know it's been a while. I know I was gonna say it because like I said, I'm good at being consistent in other areas of my life, but this I'm still trying to learn. Get going day by day. But today's video, we're gonna learn. I'm gonna teach you guys how to get Scrim's mullet. You can tell. I got it. It would have been longer if I hadn't trimmed it. I actually told my barber just trim a little bit, but he trimmed too much, and he actually made that shit uneven. And he does good work. He just don't know how to trim for shit. But when it comes to fading, fuck yeah, trimming my tops and fuck no, I'm going to it later for that shit. And she kind of fixed it up. I actually still know because I didn't really tell her specifically to fix it, but next time I'm going to salon, I'm gonna fix it. All right, I'm not really good with the overlay. Like I said, I'm learning. I'm figuring out as I go with TikTok, CapCut. But if on this video or here, wherever I put it at, this is Scrim's taper fade. This is how the beginning of his cut and stuff like that. So in this in particular, he got like a mid taper fade with a mullet with a fringe in the front. This is how he started it. So before we get into that, I'm gonna tell you the requirements in order to obtain a Scrim mullet. In order to have this type of mullet, this type of haircut, I mean, fuck it, anyone can get this haircut, but if you really want to get a Scrim cut like accurately as possible, first of all, you need good genes. I know a lot of you motherfuckers don't have, beards. Not to be, talking shit, but let's be real. But if you got the hair type, you can still get the mullet. So what requires is 2A to 2B, to 2C, 2A, 2B, 2C. That's the hair type. Like I think I got like a 2B in particular for me in my case. So yeah, that's what's required. You need that. But like I said, you could be any race and you still get this cut. You could do a fucking perm or whatever. But in particular for us people that got a natural like that, you can get this this haircut. Don't matter who the fuck you are. If you're a girl, a guy, whatever, you can still get this cut. So I'm gonna put up image up here. So you want to have a curved taper fade, all right? A curved taper fade. I'm putting an image right now. If you see it, you see it. You want to curve, all right? So it's like a high, all right. Depending on how you want it, you can get it. You can get it low, you can get it mid, or you can get it high, like Scrim in 2024 did. You can particularly get that if you want. You know what I'm saying? What requires is you want a fringe, you want a crop top fringe in the front, and you want, leave the back. Do not go, you can go a little bit past the ear, but don't go too much past the ear. Me in particular, I go a little bit. I don't like to go a lot. When 2024 Scrim, he went a lot, kind of like over the ear a little bit. I'm gonna show you some images, don't worry. But yeah, that's a general rule of thumb. Just get a curved taper fade. You know what I'm saying? I recommend a mid fade if you want to try it out. Then you can do a high if you want. High is like you got some type of balls to rock it. You know what I'm saying? Like you rocking a redneck ass mullet at that point. So the official name for this mullet, I already gave it a name. I did hella research on this. Like I said, I have like research on how to do his type of hair. Cause like I said, it's very tricky. From 2022 to 2024, it's very tricky because he's doing a taper. He's growing this out. Next, in 2023, he's making this short as possible, but not too short. He's rocking a high taper fade. It's hard to tell. In 2024, he kind of said fuck the taper, and he kind of did he still did a taper, but a high taper, but went past the ear. Not too much, but not too little. So yeah, it's very hard to tell which Scrim you got. And my honestly suggestion, I love European 2023 Scrim. That Scrim in particular, perfect. It's not too long, not too short, and it's like he's rocking like some type of almost a high mid taper with a curve. I love it. I'll show you some images, especially from Europe, bro. He got that shit down. Yes. So we all know bro is a European. Like, yeah, he's from America. He was raised here, but his ancestry roots are like Greek European. All right, so that's where he got his beard, his hair stuff. You can obviously tell When you when you know these guys, like you know, learn about them and stuff, you can tell they're European. But Greek is interesting. But yeah, scrim has like Greek origins and stuff. You know, a lot of people from Greece have beards and stuff, so that helps contribute that. Unfortunately, I'm a big boy, so I have to deal with the fact that I have to lose weight to even obtain that type of look, like the accurate look. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I have to deal with. Well, yeah, that's where, if you wonder where how scrim origins and stuff like that, there you go. Fun fact. Now, most important rule of all, please be sure you have a good fucking barber. If you have a good barber, do not change him. I regret changing mine. The only reason why I changed mine is in DC, they have like some fucking speeding camera ticket that has fucking $200 per, like if you speed up and shit. And I was late to my appointment and I had to pay $200 a ticket. I ain't doing that shit again. He's a good ass barber, but I'm not doing that shit again. Especially, he's kind of far. He's like 45 minutes away from me. And you know, I ain't gonna explain that shit. But all I know is I'm not doing that shit again. But make sure you got a good barber that's close. He's reliable. If he's experienced, make sure that's the most important step. You can have all the information. If you can't execute the cut right, don't even fucking go to him. All right, find another barber. Like I said, this is like I'm doing my best with the images and shit like that. Like like I said, I'm learning as I go. All right, I don't expect nothing perfect. Maybe I'll do a follow up, a revisit of this video in the future. But rules of thumb, like I said, you want a curved taper fade. You want a crop top with a fringe. You could do the no chemical, or you could do the just grow out the fringe and stuff. I have a little bit of the no chemical, but you go ahead and grow that out. Make sure you grow the back of your hair. If you have a beard, rock that shit. You know, a lot of the G59 fam with beards definitely rock this cut a lot. But like I said, you don't have no beard, it don't fucking matter. Still get the cut. Like I said, this cut, it took, like I said, I did hella research on this cut, like, before I went to the barber. I was originally not supposed to get this haircut, bro. I did not want to copy, bro. But the only reason I got the haircut because I was actually losing my hair. I was thinning, and because when I had my hair up, like this way, it was like I was thinning and balding really bad. I guess it's from like, there's some other problems, but I just know I have my hair tied 24/7, and it stressed my scalp, and have like traction alopecia. You can't tell because I put it this way. I train my hair to go this way, and I don't stress too much. I mean, you can see a little bit. I had to suffer consequences of that shit. So all I'm gonna say is, you do not tie your hair up all the time, bro. You're gonna regret that shit. As a man, just low-key cut that shit off, bro. I used to be one of those motherfuckers, oh, I never cut my hair off. If you work in a high stress environment, you have a high stress life, doing some shit, just cut your hair. When you're in a better situation, grow it out. Because I'm telling you, stress with you tying your hair 24/7 is gonna fuck your shit up. I wish someone would told me back then to really cut that shit, or that shit's gonna fucking affect you. Like I said, I had the longest hair, all that shit. And, you know, I was rocking a taper blowout. Now I got the Cutthroat Mullet. So, yeah, shout out to Scrim for the cut. Don't worry, I got more content on the way. Like I said, how many times I gotta fucking say it? Like I said, I'm not trying to be rude and stuff like that. You know, I deal with some personal issues. I didn't feel like making this video, but, you know, fuck it. I don't care how I felt. I'm just gonna make a video. And, you know, I'm trying to be consistent. So, yeah, all that. Like I said, I'm in a good mood, guys, now. All right, cool. Yeah, hey, we're going to do a review on this hoodie, bro. I love this hoodie, bro. The Eastern Bloc Camo hoodie is probably top 5 hoodies ever from Staff. This might be better than the Body Disposal hoodie, and I don't have that one. But, you know, this is camouflage. We're going to do a review on this one. Like I said, I have a lot of Staff on me. And, hey, if y'all help me blow me up, bro, like, you know, let me get them TikTok funds. I can buy more Staff from resale, and we could do more content. You know what I'm saying? Put your boy on, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to say, let's say, don't worry. Content's on the way. So, yeah. It's not, like I said, I want to make a video about Scrim's mullet. Everyone, you know, we all know he has one of the badass mullets of all time. Bro, I don't care what nobody fucking says, bro. Even though, yeah, 2016, 17 Scrim was peak when it came to music, producing, all that shit. But I'll take a sober scrim any day, bro. His fucking fashion is so peak, bro. The way he's wearing his baggy shit with like his staff designs and stuff, like with the mullet, with the hats, bro. That's something like, I don't know if it's ever been done before, but the way he does it, bro, is just like, yo, this shit's brand new, it's fresh. It's like if a redneck grew up in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? What he did. Like you have a redneck wearing streetwear, but he's making that shit so badass, bro. Scrim does it perfectly, bro. He make being a redneck look badass, bro. Because I thought rednecks. I'm not gonna say he's a redneck, but he like certain outfits he wears, bro, with the real tree and shit. He look like a fucking redneck, but he makes that shit look so fucking badass. Like it's in the song. Yeah, I'm a cracker, but this motherfucking cake black. Yeah, cracker, bro. Stop fucking playing with him, bro. He'll really crash out on you. Man, this is my video. Ain't the best, but consistency. All right, great fam. I fuck with y'all. Y'all have a good one. Y'all stay safe out there. You know, if you're going through some hard times, bro, anything, like any mental battles and stuff like that, like, I don't want to make this video too long. You probably just want to, hey, shut the fuck up. All right, I get it. But if you're going through something, bro, hold on. Keep having faith. Whatever you believe in. If you don't, that's cool. But just keep going, bro. Life can get better. Sometimes it doesn't feel like that, but it will get better. Trust me. I've been in some shit. But life can get better. Just keep holding on. But y'all take care, great fam.